Rico, which happens to also be the capital, Old San Juan. San Juan's centuries-old legacy was that of a fortified city that was impenetrable. Here and now, it is known as Puerto Rico's capital and one of the major gateways to the Caribbean. The city is split as Old and New San Juan. Regardless of its age, you will want to bring comfy shoes, as the pretty cobbled streets invite you to explore. To help me with that, Javier Ruiz is on the case, and he is a bona fide walking encyclopedia.
In 1893, the plaza was refurbished to honor Christopher Columbus, who discovered America. Of course, there was people here, but he documented that there was some land here. This is the old part of town, which we're gonna get to see. This is the original port. The boats is to anchor here, come out in smaller boats, walking through the San Juan gate, walk up the street, and make their first important stop, the church. So they built another tower here, called El Morro. And eventually that tower grew up to be a big fort.
I always recommend a trustworthy guide when exploring an ancient city. The historical cues from your guide, in tandem with what you see with your own eyes, paints a vivid picture of the past and how it has shaped the city into what it is today. After a brief history on the impressive defensive structures of Old San Juan, we've arrived at what used to be the saving grace for many weary seafarers. A beautiful place of worship. Javier shows me a few of the more notable relics they hold here.
So this crucifix, it was inside a boat which was leaving Old San Juan in the late 1700s, and the boat sank and the crucifix floated towards the beach, and they picked it up in front of El Morro and took it to this church, and it's still here.
That must have been a sight to see, just the crucifix floating
I
on
know,
its own.
yes, very symbolic. And there's a very unusual figure of the Virgin Mary pregnant.
You never see her pregnant.
Nobody gets to see her pregnant.
Just like sailors so long ago, I've made my pilgrimage to the hemisphere's oldest cathedral. Now with my spirit cleansed, just as yoga did with my mind and body, Javier and I intend to follow in those seafarers' footsteps again. Time to let loose and enjoy this cobblestone scenic town of Old San Juan.
So this water fountain is called La Herencia, the Inheritance. If you see, it's a rock on the middle of the water, which resembles the island of Puerto Rico. It has a woman on top because Puerto Rico is beautiful. It has some people playing music and dancing because we have a lot of culture here. It has a horse because we are hard workers. It has dolphins because we're friendly. And on the other side, there's a family because we have strong family values.
What better way to begin the festivities than with the birthplace of one of the most refreshing tropical cocktails, the Pina Colada. There is some controversy as to who was the official creator of the rum, coconut, and pineapple beverage. But here at Barachina, they stand by their claim. And after getting a sip of one of their slushy drinks, I'm definitely more inclined to believe them. Whether they were the first or not, they sure own up to the concoction in my book. It may be the cool island vibes, the upbeat salsa music, or a little bit of that pina colada making its way through my veins. But for some reason, we just have to dance. What a blast I've had checking out the sights and learning a thing or two from Javier. But unfortunately, our time together has come to an end, and I leave the enthusiastic Puerto Rican as I head over to the entrance of San Juan Harbor to see the Grand Fort El Morro. The 6-level defensive structure is an impressive sight to behold. Walking along the stone walls makes me feel like a wandering